We're starting today's show off with a sense of style and inspiration. After years in the courtroom, our first guest took a different kind of case, turning a love for fashion into a business built from the heart. Selena Stanford started Frock Shop from her home with a vision to create effortless style for busy moms. 6 years later, it's a thriving family-run boutique, brick and mortar, bringing moms, daughters, and community together, one look at a time. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I always love driving up and down the street, and I see all these small businesses, and I wonder who are the people behind them. So I walked into Frock Shop once, and then got to meet you at some community events because you're also very involved in the community. All right,
Yes.
Let's see how this all started. Undergrad at UT, hook 'em horns. Yes, thank you.
Hook 'em,
Thank you to all my
yes.
Aggie friends in the studio. Psychology major, business major, or business minor, that will come into play a little bit later, but
Yes.
law school at U of H, and then off to the races.
Yes, and I loved practicing law. I was in-house for an oil and gas distribution company, but just had this art creative side
Yeah.
that needed to be tapped into.
All right, so not only the art creative side, but you had 3 little ones at one point where you're deciding, which is the dilemma of so many families, is like, okay, with that many children, at what point can we, cut loose and stay home? And you loved your job, but you also love your children.
I did. And so I was fortunate enough that I was able to take some time to think about what I wanted to do and be home with my kiddos. And I remember driving down San Felipe one day, and I passed a building and said, "Girls, that's where I worked." And they were like, "You used to work, Mom?" And so I think that's
like
what
being
sort
a
of-
mom is not work, but they're like, you
Yes.
used to work.
Yes, and so that kind of got my wheels turning.
Yeah, so you started out of the house, which they could see up close and personal that mom had a business.
Yes.
And then moving to brick and mortar. So started out just trying to focus on a missing kind of niche in the area, the clothing that fit certain situations, certain celebrations, that type of stuff. So not the cheap stuff, not the real expensive stuff, somewhere in the middle.
Right, a little sweet spot. I just saw that everything in my closet wasn't standing the test of time, and so I realized that the same thing was happening with all the busy moms and working gals in the area. And so I really wanted to stay within the community because I just love this little community that we're in the neighborhood, and I wanted to do something that would involve my girls. And so I didn't have a retail background, never worked retail, but it just kept coming to me, and the idea kept coming to me, and so I decided to start this little clothing pop-up and focus on dresses because I wanted to do the statement, the milestone things like birthdays and luncheons and date nights.
Graduations, all that stuff.
Graduations and all those fun things that are happening. But so focused on dresses, so that's why I named it Frock Shop, but it's obviously since evolved into many more categories.
Yeah. And then also you've added where you can take care of the teens and tweens and stuff as well.
Yes, and that was just, again, super organic. I mean, this whole thing has been very organic. I mean, mentors, once I took the leap of faith, mentors just started falling in my lap, and it just worked itself out. But the same thing with the teen tween section. Moms were coming in because they couldn't find outfits, and they were bringing their daughters in tow. And I said, how can I keep them here? How can I connect them together? And I was realizing also that was actually one of the only things they were doing together was shopping. And so,
I'm just glad that I had one son, so he's not in my closet until he took my belt the other day. All right, let's take a look at some of the looks that we have here. All right.
Okay, so first we've got a mom and daughter. We've got teen and tween here. They're going to a backyard barbecue. We've got our
Memorial
fun.
Day's coming up. July 4th, 250th is coming up.
Yes, and what I love about red this season is it's everywhere. It's not just for holiday looks. And so we've got Andy, our mom, and she's wearing this easy little cotton dress. We love layering, so she's layered it with this cardigan. And then maximalism. It's all about maximalism this summer. And so I know for some of us, we're not really ready to go right into that trend. So an easy way to do it is with your jewelry. And so Andy's got this really fun statement piece. I'm wearing this bubble skirt, so you can sort of do it in a way that fits your style. So if you don't want to do a lot of color.
Hat. Let me see that hat. Pull that hat up that you have right there. That is adorable. Love that.
It's fully packable. It's Lorna Murray out of Australia. That thing can fold down into like almost a little square, and you can pack it in your suitcase. So it's just, we love
nice
this
travel.
brand and store. And I feel like personalization is everywhere too this summer. So embroidering everything you can get your hands on. The boat totes are in, so we embroidered this one here for her. Maximalism with the sunnies also. You see how she's just, and I love it because I love a big sunny. So I'm so glad that that's back.
Yeah.
And then we've got Zoe here in her stripe. You can never go wrong with the summer stripe. We love a blue and white
Three
stripe.
cheers for the red, white, and blue. Thank you, ladies. All right.
And Zoe's got her scarf, and then we've got, okay, little Poppy here. They love florals, but as they get a little older, they want it to be a little more modern floral. And so she's doing this Hill House dress, and Hill House is a brand that we carry for all ages, and she's got a little locket too. So
very cute.
Personalizes that there.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, up next.
Our next look is a mom and daughter going to the beach. And so Andy here has this little Hunter Bell set. Gingham is always on trend, I think. Artisanal details, always on trend. And so she's wearing a Freya hat with the beautiful little cross-stitch embroidery on it. And jellies, we got to talk about jellies because they're back. I don't know whether you love it or not, but if you're not wanting to do the shoe, we have Andy.
They never went away from me.
I know, and for me either. But Andy's got the jelly bag, which I think is just a fun play on that. And then the hardware detail on her shoes are great. And sets are always a thing, and especially for the younger group. So we've got Sophia here with her little floral set, and she's got this little cardi draped over it, and just to kind of elevate her little look and her little espadrilles.
Aw, so cute. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, our next group, they're going off to graduation. And so Zoe is going to be wearing her little white dress because these girls...
Which is traditional for graduation, have a white dress,
They're all wanting their white dresses for that. And so Zoe's wearing her little white dress here with the cute little, again, they love a more modern floral as they get older. And so this is just a little 3D floral applique there with the pleating. She's got her statement necklace and again, wearing her little jellies there.
Meanwhile, Mom is like, I know, I don't look old enough to have a child this age, do I?
I know. Yeah. And so we've got Zoe, also metallic. We love the metallic bags for pops of little
that go
fun.
with everything.
And it literally goes with everything because then she can take that little bag from day to night. And she's doing the jellies in a more fun way. And then Beth here's maxi skirt. Amazing floral, draping it with her little cardigan there, her little blazer, and again, her fun statement sunnies.
Yeah, and I love that because, again, when you buy quality pieces, you can mix and match them with everything. So you got the blazer there, but, a pretty, like just that blouse underneath, and you can go to something a little bit more formal, right?
She can wear that with denim, she can wear that, and that skirt she can wear with a t-shirt. So love things that mix and match, and we can wear them to different events. So we've got a dinner outfit, but then she can turn it into a daytime look too.
Graduation, Mother's Day, all of it. All right, thank you.
All the things. And next we've got Mimi and her two granddaughters, and they're, it's Mimi's birthday, so they're going to take her out to lunch at probably Latuli or someplace fun like that. And so Mimi's the star. It's all about her. So, we're seeing scarves everywhere, and there's 101 ways to style a scarf, and we love doing it here with this piece of jewelry. Again, maximal fun piece of jewelry there that she's got there. We've got her woven hobo, got kind of that timeless piece that she's wearing, and of course her fun cuffs. She's doing a monochromatic look with her espadrilles. Simone, she's our little teen over there wearing her little A-line, and she's got the fun little floral applique, also 3D with her camera bag.
So cute. Do we have one more look here? Get one more look out
one
here. Thank you
look,
all.
yes.
Yeah.
I know. We've got so many fun things.
I know. But I want to make sure we have time to talk about your Mother's Day special coming up today too. All right. So here we go.
And Andy here, gorgeous. Cocktail. We've got a cocktail look. We have so many events this season, so cocktail's always something that you need in your closet.
Yeah. You're heading off to an event like right now.
Yes,
right?
we literally have an event being set up at the store right now. We have some fun local vendors. We love having, again, it's all about community. So we have Ania Hill. She's local. We've got KB Design. She's doing.
Ania has great sunglasses.
Yes,
right?
great sunnies. Permanent jewelry there. Kelly with permanent jewelry. She's going to be there. And then we've got manicures, massages, all the things to come pamper you, and of course margaritas. And
those custom lockets I really love. And then of course coming up for Mother's Day and graduation, customizing the embroidered pieces as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about, and we're playing off the Cinco de Mayo, so we're calling it Fiesta de Madre.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so fun.